Hi.
Afternoon, Claudio.
Afternoon to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. What I would ask you first of all is, of course, an international break. Several players went away, but
Yeah.
what do you do as a manager during that period of time? Do you look back on the previous results as you get ready for the most intense part of the season?
Yeah. When happen these international games, a lot of players fortunately goes to their national teams, and of course the rest of the players stay with me, and we continue to play hard to try to improve everything. And I'm very happy with these 10 days, 15 days more or less, because they come back and only Sierra Alta is again out. I don't know if he has a little injury, and tomorrow we'll check.
Do you spend some quality time with yourself during this time? And I ask that because in other countries you would have the international break, and then later on you would have a Christmas break. But of course, you know, in England we don't have the Christmas break. It's probably the most intense period that you're going to have. So what did you kind of do to prepare yourself for that?
But now we are ready to make these matches. Now I'm very focused on the next match against Manchester United, and I work here so many times. Then I know in Christmas days there is a very full of football, and I love it.
I will ask you about Manchester United. Is there ever a good time to play Manchester United? They are out of form. They do have a few injuries to key players. So is this maybe a good time to play Manchester United?
I don't know it's a good time, but this is the time to play against Manchester United, and then we are ready to fight against one of the biggest team in Europe, and also in England, of course.
You're a manager that's achieved so much, so you understand how much management has changed over time. I look at the modern manager now and I ask you the question, do you feel like the modern manager, especially looking at the pressure that Ole Gunner Solskjaer is under way more pressure now today?
Look, always our managers are under pressure. In every country, in every moment, also 20, 30 years ago. That is our life. We are alone, we have to fight, we have to be very clear with our players and try to do our best. And then, you know, the sport, you can win, you can draw, you can lose, but it's important your conscience is okay.
I'll ask you, this is probably the first time you've had a chance to have a break as a manager. What have you thought about sort of the assessment of that first group of games, and what are you going to maybe make some changes going into this next stretch of games?
Yes, of course. Now I know much better all my players. Of course, a lot I know during the training session, but the match is a different. And I think we have a very good team. We have to fight to be safe at the end of the season, and together with our fans, we can do this.
I only have two more questions for you, Claudio. You've been highly competitive in those games, let's say 4 out of the 5 games so far. But there still hasn't been the element of a clean sheet as of yet. So I'm not putting any pressure on you.
No, I want the clean sheet. I want to win. I want to also to have a clean sheet. But we are working hard to do this, and sooner or later we achieve.
Just thinking forward a little bit more, a lot of the key players that you have in your squad could potentially be going to the African Cup of Nations. So do you potentially look into that January market as maybe getting short-term replacements and not long-term replacements?
Yes, I know the future is very important, but now my focus is on the next matches and the Manchester United match.
I'll make sure I ask you that question again later on. But good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Anita, are you there with us? Okay, Claudio, we're on screen with Anita.
I didn't listen.
We're not getting you.
It's open, but I do.
John? Just bear with us a moment. We're not hearing you.
It's open, but I don't listen. Anita?
Claudio, can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Afternoon, how are you?
I'm fine, afternoon.
You just said that you had so you're really happy with the 10, 15 days. Following the Arsenal game, you said something to the effect of you felt convinced that you were building the foundations and that your players were learning your philosophy. So I wanted to know, what was your priority during the international break? I know you didn't have all the players at your disposal, but what did you feel you needed to work on immediately?
Oh, we work a lot tactically and with the fitness in every situation. And of course, I didn't work with all my players, but the players who stay with me worked very well.
And what kind of game are you expecting against Manchester United? I know you've already said that they're one of the best clubs in the league and so on, but they have only won one in their last 6, and they're under a lot of pressure, and we're desperate for that win as well.
Yes, it will be a very good match between two teams who want to win. We have a lot of respect of Manchester United. We want to do our match in front of our fans, and I'm very positive, and I think we can do something good.
You were talking about clean sheets a moment ago. I wanted to ask about the other end of the pitch, because the 4 games that you have overseen, your side's only managed to score in one of those. What do you think hasn't quite worked out there, and are you concerned about that?
But we are trying to do also clean sheet, but also to score goals. I have a very good strikers in front, and just to understand better my idea, but I think they can do very good. Do you remember against Everton we scored 5? And was easier everything. Now we go back a little more, but that is a normal when arrive a new manager.
And just looking a little ahead, I know you said your focus is this Manchester United game, but you do have some tricky fixtures if you want in your next 4 games after United, Leicester, Chelsea, and then Man City. Given where Watford are in the table, just 2 points above 18th place Burnley, how much pressure are you feeling right now?
But the pressure, my life is a pressure. It's under pressure every time. I love this kind of a pressure. I think I make this job for the pressure. I'm very, very no happy, but I am alive. I'm alive when there is this kind of a duel between the big team against underdog teams. No, I want my players show their character, their arrogance, and try to do their best.
Great. Well, thank you, Claudio, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you.
Okay, Ian, do you want to come in there, mate?
Yeah, thanks, Richard. Hi, Claudio. How are you?
I'm fine, Jan. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Your team need to find some consistency, don't they? They played some good games, some good halves of games, but they really need to find some consistency, don't they?
Yes, I agree with you. We must be consistent in every match and during all the match. I agree with you.
How do you do that?
Just speaking, just tell to them we have to start well, don't wait, and try to do our best from the beginning, no after we concede a goal.
You're at home on Saturday, and the home games are important, aren't they? To take the fans with you on the journey.
Yes, it's true. We have to thank you, our fans, with a very good match, with a very good effort, and try to do our best.
You were talking about your clean sheets. Manchester United are really struggling right now in the defensive part of the pitch. Is that something you can really kind of attack and hone in on Saturday?
No, look, I say every time the clean sheet because I love don't concede goal. But of course, if I win 2-1, I am happier.
Obviously. You were asked earlier about if this is a good time to face Manchester United. I would maybe put to you that there's no pressure on you in this game on Saturday. All the pressure is on Manchester United. So is it a bit of a free hit for you? Is that how you kind of see it? This game won't decide whether you stay up or not.
I don't know. I said always I am the pressure because we need the point. We need the point, and to achieve the point, we have to fight in every situation of the match. We have the pressure because we are very down on the table, and we have to put point to go up.
Just a couple more from me. First of all, Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody says it's great seeing him back in the league, and listen, he might be 36, but I think he scored in nearly every game for Manchester United. Just give us an idea of what you think of Cristiano Ronaldo and your record against him down the years.
Oh, Cristiano is one of the best players in the world. He's good for the football because I think a lot young boys are looking Cristiano, are looking the best players in the world, and then is a good attraction for the football.
And a lot of people say that having him in the United team makes Ole Gunner Solskjaer's job harder because obviously you've got to pick him every week, and maybe he's such a big character. Would you find it hard if you had Cristiano Ronaldo in your team?
Si dice anche che avere Cristiano in squadra possa essere un problema perché deve giocare sempre. Potrebbe essere un problema per lei se ce lo avesse.
Oh no! Give me Cristiano with me. Give me, please. It's no problem for me. I leave him play all the minutes.
And last one, where are you in the big debate? Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, who is better?
Why I have to choose? Give me everything, no? All the players I take. And they play, yeah, I'm sure.
Cheers, Claudio. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ian.
Okay, Nick, do you want to ask? Broadcast?
Thanks, yes please. Claudio, just obviously Ole's been under pressure. Do you think he's come under too much pressure? Because obviously Manchester United have such a big job rebuilding, going back to where they were is obviously such a tough one.
But look, Solskjaer are doing very well, of course. Manchester want to win every time, and they want to come back at the Alex Ferguson era. That is normal, and the pressure is a positive pressure for him, for everybody goes to work in Manchester.
And you said for you come alive with the pressure of the job and just enjoying the job. Have you changed how your approach over time? Obviously you have so much experience as a manager. Have you changed anything?
I think so, of course. 30 years ago I was different from now. Now I'm, I think, full of experience. No at the maximum because I want to continue to achieve information, to be clever, smart, to understand every situation. But of course I'm different, of course.
And do you think with the players now, obviously the levels that they're at, the skill is so high. Do you think football's better now than it was 20, 30 years ago?
Now, if it's better or no, it's difficult to say. Of course, the rhythm of the matches is very, very high. 10 days ago wasn't in this rhythm, no? And then the quality, the stamina, the performance must be at the maximum. Now I think the players are like a Formula One cars, no? And because everything is very, very important for them.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Okay, that's the end of broadcast section, okay? Thank you. Cheers, guys.